Your phone screen is dark, the mirror empty. But what if the thing you just saw in the corner of your eye was not an error, but a predator learning your routine? We have opened thousands of expedients, but none is as insidious as the one we will examine today: the file on analog entities. These creatures do not wait for a spell or a portal. They live within the white noise, in the distortion of the footage. Their weapon is paranoia, their target is your identity. Prepare yourself, because the terror we are about to describe is, literally, the one designed to shatter your mind. The intruder. The intruder does not ask for permission, he does not knock. He is simply already inside, already watching, already smiling. Originating from the Mandela Catalogue, the intruder is the antithesis of security. While other entities manipulate, he is pure visual terror. His face is an impossible distortion, an unnatural tension of skin and teeth that defies human logic. The terrifying thing is how he is first revealed, through a warped home safety video that feels corrupted, as if it was not meant for human eyes. The robotic voice tells you to hide. The footage corrupts, and then, in a sudden cut, he bursts through. His eyes are black holes. His presence is fundamentally incorrect. Can you imagine the panic? An impossible face exploding onto your screen, breaking the membrane between digital security and physical invasion. The intruder does not impersonate, he invades. He is the nightmare of home invasion, amplified by the glitch. He does not need to speak. He only needs to stand there for you to know that your sanctuary has been profaned. The Mimic. Trusidatum Carnis lurks in the shadow, and the sound it emits is that of your own voice. From the unsettling world of Vita Carnis, this creature, nicknamed the Mimic, is the height of biological horror. It does not need weapons, it needs recognition. It is a formless, flesh-based entity that hides in any corner. When it finds you, it uses a grotesque ability to reproduce the exact voice of a human it has encountered before. It starts with a cough, a name, just enough for you to turn your head in the dark, and in that instant it learns. According to the documentation of the cryptozoologist Dr. Miles Thorne, this entity not only consumes matter, it consumes sonic identity. It feeds on the betrayal of trust. It does not have to look like you. It only has to sound like you the moment you are alone. The horror is immediate. What if that voice in the dark, the one that sounds familiar, is the voice of someone you have already lost? Its voice is refined with each victim. The Mimic does not just sound like you. Soon it speaks like you think. And when you hear it, you will know that that voice, that sound of home, is actually the worst of traps. Let's pause for a moment. If this immersion in paranoia has raised your adrenaline, stop the playback, subscribe, and ring the bell. The only way to fight these expedients is by spreading the information. We need your like. Let's return to the darkness. The Boiled One. The Boiled One does not enter through the door or the ears. It enters through your intellect. This entity, from the Boiled One phenomenon, is an infection of the spirit, a curse that spreads through understanding. It is a pure information virus. You see it on a tape, in a transmission, you understand it, and it is already too late. Its body is swollen, blistered, as if it has been burned by excessive knowledge. Victims are not killed, they are silenced. The entity whispers incomprehensible truths during sleep paralysis. Communication collapses. Isolation becomes total. The Boiled One does not want your flesh. It wants your consciousness softened and surrendered beneath the weight of the unspeakable. The Painter. The Painter smiles because your scream has the exact shade of crimson she was missing for her masterpiece. Known as Mona Lanius from the Painter series, this is the most intimate and human horror. Mona was an artist who crossed a line. Her obsession with capturing emotion led her to use new materials, human flesh. The painter's victims are turned into art. Their bodies are brushstrokes, their final moments, nightmare murals. Her recordings are calm, like a curator. She does not chase, she invites you to be part of a work. The horror is not supernatural. It is human malice perfected and turned into aesthetics. The Moon. The moon in Local 58 is not a celestial body. It is an order written in the night sky. In the universe of Local 58, the moon is a cosmic trap. It never attacks directly. It uses media manipulation. Its most famous and sinister message is clear. Do not look at the moon. And that is the ultimate terror. The moon does not force you. It makes you want to obey. We see recordings of people walking into the night, their eyes fixed upward, devoid of emotion. They simply walk. The moon hangs abnormally low. What do you see when you look up? A satellite or the signal of an ancient cult? Every time you disobey the order, you are not defying. You are answering its call. The alternates. The alternates do not wear masks. They wear your face. Back to the Mandela Catalogue. The alternates are the failure of reality. Entities that infiltrate by copying the people we trust the most. It is not that they resemble you, it is that they are a slightly wrong version of you. The alternate of Cesar Torres did not use brute force. He only sent a desperate video message, asking for help. When his friend Mark went to his house, he had already fallen into the trap. The alternates do not chase or scream. They convince, and their goal is not just your body. It is that you yourself are the one who finishes the job. The horror is not in their elongated face. It is in the paranoia they leave behind. You only realize they are real the moment you believe them. And when you believe them, you stop being the person you remember being. Jack Walton, co-founder of the Fazzy's Diner franchise, disappeared without a trace, but parts of him still smile on stage. In the case files, he is the tragedy buried beneath layers of corporate mascots and corrupted tapes. What took his place is Zip, a rusty rabbit animatronic with an overly wide grin. Zip is not just a machine, he is a coffin. Jack's consciousness, pain, and grief have merged with the robot. The horror here is not loud, but slow. It hides in the glitchy training videos, in the missing posters, and in the way Zip tilts his head, as if he knows exactly who you are. Jack Walton never left. He simply stopped being Jack. We have closed the 7 expedients, and if these modern archives teach us anything, it is the fragility of your reality. The parapsychologist Dr. Alistair Blackwood warns in his latest publications, we have gone from fearing the ghost in the mirror to fearing the binary code that created it. Your screen is now the most active and dangerous portal that exists. Now think, have you noticed a figure on your monitor? Have you heard a sound in the dark that was too familiar? Your fear is already a valuable asset in this new war. Your subscription and your like are the only defense we have, because if we do not spread the information, they will, until we open the file again. Good night, and may your reflections not lie to you.